Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss on moment redistribution method. So this will be solving one example. We'll be designing a continuous beam using this moment redistribution method. Okay. So the question is design a continuous rectangular beam of span 7 meter to carry a dead load of 12 kilonewton per meter and a live load of 16 kilonewton meter. The beam is continuous over 3 spans and simply supported by columns. We have to use M20 and Fe15. So this is there are 3 spans of 7 meter. So I have named the suppose as A, B, C, D. And this is the UDL. So dead load plus live load is 12 plus 16, 28 kilonewton per meter. This is first case. If you refer to IS 456, they have told that we have to solve for different cases and where the maximum moment is that for that case we have to consider. So for case 1, it is like whole load is there. In the second case, they have said that live load should be at alternate spans. So if first span I'm giving live load, so dead load is all total 12 in all the spans, 12, 12, 12, live load in alternate. So here if I'm putting live load, so here 28 and here 28. Or also we can give alternate spans in the middle 28 and this here 12, 12. Okay, there's all three cases, but in our case because spans are equal, so we will get maximum in case 1 only. If spans are different, you may get the maximum moment differently in different cases. Okay, so in this example I'll be only solving for case 1. So I have used two methods. You can use any one, whichever you find it easy. So first, before going to using moment redistribution method, we have to do the elastic analysis by any method. So I have used here first method as moment area method, or we can just using three moment equation. So in this, we have to use two spans. This can be solved for two spans first. So first I'll be taking ABC. Okay, this ABC, then I'll take BCD. Okay. Now, for ABC, the three moment equation is MA into L1 plus 2MB L1 plus L2, where L are the spans. Okay. So if this, that means moment at A, this is L1 and this is L2 plus MC into L2. So here, moment of A is 0. Okay, because it is simply supported and we will be having only moments in the support, internal supports. So this is 0. 2MB 7 plus 7 plus MC into 7 is equal to, because we are having same load and same span, so these two terms will be same. So I have just put twice of 6. A1 is the area of parabola. That means if you come here, so this is the beam. So this is the simply supported bending moment diagram. WL square by 8. So WL square, W is 28, L square 7 square by 8, 171.5. So area of this parabola. Okay, 2 by 3 into height 171.5 into base 7 into x1, that is CG distance. So CG we should calculate from this end. So this is because it is symmetric, so 7 by 2. Okay, uh, for this span, the CG will be from this end, from C end, from, okay, not from B, from the extreme end, this A, from A, and from here from C. Okay, so CG is same, 7 by 2. So 2 into 6, area is 2 by 3, 171.5 into, okay, I have missed here 7 into 7 by 2. Then again there is a this L1 is 7. Okay, so we are going to get 28 MB plus 7 MC is equal to minus 4802. This is first equation. Similarly, for BCD, MB into L1 plus 2 MC L1 plus L2, MD into L2. So MD, this side, MD is 0, is equal to this minus 6AX1 by L1 minus 6A2X2 L2. So we'll get the same as above because the parabola is same dimensions, right? So same 7B's. So we got here 28 MB plus 7 MC is equal to minus 4802. Here 7 MB plus 28 MC is equal to minus 4802. So solving 1 and 2, because two equations, two unknowns, we can get MB and MC. So we have got minus 137.2 kilonewton meter. So this is one method in which we are calculating the support moment. If you see here, continuous beam, this is, so this is the individual bending moment diagram. So we have to add in this the support moment, because we'll be getting support moment. So MB and MC, this we have calculated. So these are the negative and these are positive. So once we add this to superimpose this to bending moment diagram, we will get the bending moment diagram of continuous beam. Okay. So this is here at A 0, 0, 0. So at this point, if you see here at moment at support, it is 0. So we'll get here MB only. Similarly, at C, we are getting MC here because here it is 0. At spans, if you see, so here it is positive 171.5 minus here because it's a triangle, similarity of triangles. So at midspan, MB by 2. So this at midspan will get 171.5 minus MB by 2. So like this, you can, this is the bending moment diagram we can get. So this is for elastic analysis. Next, the same you can also use to calculate the support moment by using moment distribution method. So I said any method is okay. I have here showed you two methods. So this is the second method, moment distribution method. So we know that for stiffness of hinged and we are using 3 EIBL. If support is fixed or it is an internal support, the stiffness is 4 EIBL. So distribution factor will be, so at here at B and C we have to calculate. So because at B the distribution will be for these two spans, at C the distribution for will be for CB and CD. So I am going to calculate the same, the distribution factor. So BA, so 3 EI by L by summation of all the stiffness 0.4, for BC 4 EI by L. Okay, because A is hinged, so 3 EI by L. For here the C is internal support, so 4 EI by L. So we got 0.4, 0.6. Similarly, for support C also. Now, so distribution factor is for B 0.4, 0.6, for C 0.6, 0.4. Okay, DC. So these are spans I have written AB, BA, BC, CB, CD, DC. So first we are going to calculate the fixed end moment, that is WL square by 12. W is 28 into L square is 12. L square is span, right? L is span 7. So 28 into 7 square by 12 is 114.33. So moment for this will be negative, then positive, negative, positive, like this. So we are going, this is our fixed end moment. Now we know that at point A it is hinged, the moment should be 0. So I am going to add plus 114.33 to make it 0. Okay, similarly this case, so I will be explaining this because this is just the opposite sign. Okay, so let me explain only this part. Okay, so this is 0. So now half of this will be transferred. You know, if there is a moment we are adding to a hinged end, then the half will be transferred. So half of this is 57.6. Okay, half of this. Now this will be distributed to B and BC using this factor. So 57.6 into 0.4 and 57.6 into 0.6, and you see the sign is negative. Okay, because we are going to make it equilibrium, in equilibrium. Okay, so negative we have to add, because you see here it was negative, we were adding positive. Similarly here it is positive, we are going to add negative of this. So 57.6 into 0.4 and here 57.6 into 0.6. Similarly here also just the sign is opposite, because here it is minus 57.6, we are adding positive of this. So after getting this, what will happen here, this again half will be transferred. Okay, so half means this is positive, so positive will be transferred. When we're transferring, same sign. Okay, but when we are distributing, it will be opposite sign. Okay, we got 17.4, then this into the distribution factor into 0.4 and into 0.6, then again half is getting transferred. Okay, then 5.4 again distributed, then 1.54 from here half transferred, then into 0.4, 1.54 into 0.6, then again half transferred. So we are going to continue till it is some 10 to the minus 2 power. So it is 2 less here, so we stopped it, and then we started adding everything from here, all the uh, moments, and here also all the moments. We got 138.91, 138.82, Okay, so this is almost like 138.82. We can see even method 1 we have got something 137 around. So it's almost same. Any method you can use to calculate. So moment about B and C, this is the maximum negative moment. So I said we can also calculate the positive moment in span. So 171.5, that was the bending moment, minus the this negative moment by 2. This is what I explained now, right? So this is if I'm going to calculate what is the moment here, because maximum negative moment is this MB, we calculated MB and MC. So maximum positive moment will be 171.5 minus this MB by 2, because this is a similar triangle. If I'm at the center, it will be MB by 2. So we got maximum positive moment, negative moment. So because negative moment is high, so we are going to use this for the moment redistribution method. Okay. So this ends the first phase where you're calculating by any elastic method. Okay, moments at supports and what is the maximum moment, maximum positive moment or maximum negative moment. You're going to calculate using elastic method. Now we are going to use moment redistribution method. Okay. So, as per IS 456 maximum, you can use 30% redistribution. So, if I'm using 30%, so how much bending? That means 30% of has been redistributed to the span. So, what is the remaining in the support moment? 0.7, that is 70%, 70 by 100, 0.7 into 138.82. We got 197.17 kilonewton meter. So, we'll be providing steel for this. Okay. So before providing, we should just assume some beam section. So depth we can assume as span by 12, 600 mm almost equal. So I have given just 600 mm. Assuming 50 cover, so total depth is 650. The width of the beam we can give around depth by 1.5 to depth by 2. So it will come around 400 to 300. So I have assumed 350 mm. So our beam is 350 into 600 mm. Now we have to, because we are using moment redistribution method, that means we are using the inelastic phase. So the structure should be ductile enough. That's why we have to design it as under reinforced beam. Okay, so that it will not have this brittle failure. It will have ductile failure. So using under reinforced, because we have to design as under reinforced beam, I've used this equation. So I've used a safety factor 1.5 into 97.17 10 to 6 is equal to 0.87 Fy area of steel D minus 0.42 XU, where XU is 0.87 Fy area of steel by 0.36 FCK M20. So 20 into our B width is 350. We have taken this 350. Now, after solving this is a quadratic equation. Solving, we have got area still is 725 mm square. So I have provided 4 number of 16 mm dia bars. So this is 804 mm square. Now, in IS 456, we should check whether 30% redistribution is allowed or not. Okay, because or we have to reduce this redistribution. Maximum is 30%, right? So in order to check this is the equation. This value should be less than 0.6. That means XU by D, XU is this value, XU 0.874 into 415, area still is, we got 804 because we have provided this. This is what we are providing. Okay, 804 by 0.36 into 20 into 350. So I have got 115.2 mm. This by depth is 600 plus delta m by 100 is how much redistribution you have done. 30% redistribution you have done. 30 by 100 is 0.3. So this comes as 0.49. So this is less than 0.6 means okay. Otherwise we should redesign. Redesign in the sense either you have to change the dimension here. Okay, you have to change the dimension, or you can also reduce this moment redistribution. You can do 10% or 15%. You can reduce this so that the value should be less than 0.6. Okay. Then if this is all, but if now what we have got after redistribution, we have got bending moment diagram as positive is minus 138.82, negative is minus 138.82, and positive. If they have asked to draw the bending moment envelope, so what you can do is, what you have to do is, in this bending moment diagram, okay, this is elastic phase, you can write here. So before it was 171 point, before it was here 137.2, So you're writing here 137.2 and here it is 102. So in this you have to superimpose the new bending moment diagram after redistribution. So after redistribution bending moment at this is, we have calculated 97. So you have to again draw 97 here. Okay, so this, when you are superimposing bending moment diagram of before or in elastic phase and after moment redistribution, that is called as bending moment envelope. Okay, so it will be same, but here you have to draw. So this is, here it will be 0. Then you will see that because we have reduced the support moment, span moment will increase. So it will come like this, then decrease here, then increase here, decrease. So this is how you have to superimpose the two bending moment diagrams, and this is called as bending moment envelope. Okay, thank you for watching.